In a dystopian future, Sentinels have been programmed to identify and hunt down mutants and their human allies who carry the mutant gene for extermination. During a Sentinel raid which overwhelms nearly every mutant in Russia, Kitty Pryde sends Bishop's consciousness back in time a few days before the attack in an effort to warn the other mutants so as to ensure their survival. Professor Charles Xavier and other mutant survivors later meet Kitty Pryde at a remote Chinese temple and explains the history of the Sentinels, which were designed by Bolivar Trask, whom Mystique assassinated in 1973. Mystique's DNA was then modified by scientists to advance the Sentinel program. Using Kitty's ability to send a mutant's consciousness back in time, Xavier and Magneto plan to alter history by preventing Trask's assassination. While Xavier initially plans to be the candidate, Wolverine volunteers instead since his regenerative powers would allow him to survive the process. After awakening in his younger body in 1973, Wolverine arrives at the X-Mansion discovering the school has been shut down and that the younger Xavier can walk due to a specialized serum suppressing his mutant abilities. Hoping to reunite with Mystique, Xavier agrees to help Wolverine and busts Eric Lenscher out of his prison cell under the Pentagon, aided by Hank McCoy and Peter Maximoff. Mystique discovers Trask has been experimenting on mutants and in revenge plots to assassinate him at the Paris Peace Accords. Her vengeance results in failure after Xavier, Hank, and Wolverine intervene, and Eric attempts to kill her to prevent the Sentinel takeover from happening. During the fight, Hank, Eric, and Mystique expose themselves as mutants to the world. Trask takes advantage of this event and successfully convinces President Richard Nixon to initialize the Sentinel program. Eric obtains his signature helmet to block out Xavier's psychic powers and secretly takes control of Trask's Sentinel prototypes. Xavier abandons the serum, regaining his mutant power, and communicates with his future self, who inspires him to protect the relationship between mutants and mankind. After using Cerebro to track Mystique, he, Hank, and Wolverine take flight to Washington, D.C. to put an end to her assassination plot on Trask. At a ceremony where Nixon unveils the Sentinels, Xavier, Hank, and Wolverine search for the disguised Mystique. Magneto appears, controlling the Sentinels, and uses the Robert F. Kennedy Memorial Stadium to surround the White House. Hank transforms into Beast and fights a Sentinel. Wolverine confronts Magneto, but is thrown into the Potomac River. Nixon, Trask, and Mystique hide in a safe room beneath the White House, but Magneto rips it out of the building with the intention of killing the president. In the future, the Sentinels launch an attack on the X-Men, slaying most of them. In the present, Xavier persuades Mystique to spare Trask after she saves President Nixon from Magneto, altering history and erasing the Sentinels from existence. Magneto and Mystique both leave, one a criminal, the other a hero, and Trask is jailed for attempting to sell US military secrets to Vietnamese officials. Wolverine wakes up at the mansion in the present day to find Iceman, Rogue, Colossus, Kitty, Beast, Storm, Jean Grey, Scott Summers, and Xavier, all alive. Wolverine speaks to Xavier, who is also aware of the changes in history. Back in 1973, the younger Wolverine is rescued by Mystique, who is disguised as William Stryker. In a post-credits scene, an Egyptian crowd is seen chanting to Insaba Nur, who telekinetically elevates building blocks to forge pyramids as 4 horsemen observe him from afar.